Hello everyone, welcome back to Lucky15, and in this video I'll be giving you my Lucky 15 predictions for tomorrow's horse racing action. And to kick us off tomorrow, we go to the 120 at Sandown with a horse called Another Emotion, around about 4-1 shot of bookmakers at the moment, trained by Warren Greatorex, who's yarded in fairly good form. Adrian Heskin as well has been booked for the ride, and has been booked for the ride earlier in the week, and this one caught my eye when the declarations were being made, because I sensed a bit of a plan this one, as it's going fresh tomorrow after a bit of a layoff. We haven't seen it since it won a fair novice hurdle race at Fosslas in testing conditions, also as well as ran a previous good race to finish second in a bumper in a race which featured some useful types. So it's had a bit of form about it. Makes its handicap debut tomorrow for a mark of 120, and I think this horse, I think, is a lot better than its current mark of 120. They could have found a lot more easier options than tomorrow, so they've got to fancy their chances, and I just think, taking that in mind, also as well with the yard form of Warren Greatorex, got to go close in my opinion in Another Motion, and I think they've come up with an interesting secret plan there. We then go to the 135 at Navan for the Grade 3 chase. I like a horse here called Us and Them, 11-4 bookmakers at the moment, trained by Joseph O'Brien, who's having lots of winners at the moment. His cousin JJ Slevin is booked for the ride, who often rides this horse. Now this horse won over the course and distance last time, beating a horse of the Jigginstown lot called Duca de Thay. That horse has subsequently boosted the form by winning again. I thought Us and Them still had a lot more progression, very lightly raced, also as well related to some useful chasing types, and I thought tomorrow could go close and win the race. So that's going to be the selection in the 135 at Navan. We then go to the King Henry VIII chase in the 150 at Sandown. Now this race, I'm going for Highway 101 here, 11-1 bookmakers at the moment. Now I know Laylor is the favourite, and I actually have had a bet on the Arkle for Cheltenham with Laylor, but I'm going to kill myself if I don't do Highway 101. I went and interviewed Chris Gordon, who is trained by for part of my university work, and he was really keen on this one's chances to be a really good novice chase. Obviously he didn't know how good he's going to be, but he's shown some fair ability so far as well since he's been going chasing. He won a really good race last time at Carlisle, beating Chesterfield, who subsequently boosted the form by winning at Kempston, even though that was a pretty weak substandard race, but the form of that has been boosted. Highway 101 tomorrow. He's got a good record at the track. He finished second behind Ballymoy earlier in the year when it was last season in on Champions final day at Sandown, so he knows the track fairly well. Tom Cannon as well has been riding him a lot throughout his career, and also as well is Chris Gordon's main jockeys, but for the ride. And I just thought 11-1 tomorrow, he could be a bit overpriced really in my opinion. I thought he could go close, and I like the way he showed a game attitude to win at Carlisle last time. Jumping the last, he wasn't in front, and you might have just questioned that something like Dolos, who finished in the frame in the race at Carlisle, was going to come and win that race, but Highway 101 showed a battling attitude, put his run at Market Raisin behind him, and I think you can forgive him for that. And I just think tomorrow this is a lot more tougher race, and I think Laylor should be more, in my opinion, maybe something, maybe like about a 6-4 shot, but I think Highway 101 could maybe cause a surprise tomorrow. And I really hope for Chris Gordon as well. He's a really good underrated trainer, can get a nice graded race in the bag for him, so hopefully that one can come in tomorrow. We then go to the 230 at Chepstow with a horse called Ramses de Tuille, 3-1 bookmakers currently, trained by David Pipe. David Noonan's but for the ride. Tom Scudamore would normally ride this one, but he's got other duties tomorrow. This horse has got a very good record at this track, winning twice over the course and distance last season on heavy ground, so no qualms there. Also as well, looks like it's going to be targeted for the Welsh Grand National, as this race tomorrow is the Welsh Grand National Trial. He ran a fair race as well in his reappearance to finish 5th at Wincanton in the Badger Ales chase, and also as well last season he ran against some good horses like against the likes of Elegant Escape, and also as well he ran a fair 7th in the Ultima at the Cheltenham Festival. So he looks like he's a good type for this race tomorrow. Good record at the track, should like the conditions. I thought 3-1 Ramses to Tuille wasn't a bad bet in the 2:30 at Chepstow. So they're my lucky 15 predictions for tomorrow. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button below for more horse racing betting videos and more horse racing other videos. So subscribe if you haven't done so already. Also as well, you can follow me on Twitter as well. I'm at LuckyLoaders15, and that's all I got to say. So please gamble responsibly. Hopefully we can have some winners tomorrow, and we'll be seeing you soon.